Let's bring in meteorologist Chris Vagasky. He is in Wisconsin. Chris, thanks for taking the time today. Your thoughts on what we're seeing in Texas and the extreme rainfall?
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is a horrific tragedy, of course, ongoing right now in Central Texas. And I think the Weather Service did a really good job with their forecasts and their warnings. They've been looking at this since last Sunday as Tropical Storm Barry was making landfall in Mexico and moving northward into Texas over the week leading up to the 4th of July. They got the message out. They had the flood watch in effect 12 hours before the flood warning went out. And then the flood warning came out in the middle of the night, a flash flood emergency. The highest level of flood warning came out a few hours later. But the challenge is getting that message out to people in the middle of the night and getting that last mile effort of getting people to receive the message and take the appropriate actions.
Yeah, Chris, so I'm curious what you make of these questions being raised about whether warnings were sent out in time, why some people are saying that they didn't get proper warnings.
Yeah, I think we've seen some success stories. There was another camp that was paying attention to the weather and started to evacuate people in the middle of the night before the wall of water reached the camp. So it's really important for anybody that's in a severe weather risk area or a flash flood risk area to have multiple ways of receiving those warning messages. Have your cell phone with weather alerts turned on, have a NOAA weather radio, have local media, have social media, have multiple ways to receive that warning and know what you're going to do when that warning takes place.
Other question for you as a meteorologist, can you tell me and folks at home watching, Chris, the conditions? Because we talked a little bit about, this big wet system moving through central Texas.
Yeah, it's all stemming from Tropical Storm Barry and pulling moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico and bringing it over Texas. And the wind conditions in the upper atmosphere, which help move storms in and out, were very slow. So any storms that developed were moving very little, if at all. And so we just had continuous heavy rainfall coming down on the same locations. And that's continued over the last few days as well. And we're still in a level 3 out of 4 risk for excessive rainfall over central Texas today, as that pattern just continues to stay stagnant over the area.
And as far as you know, Chris, has this part of Texas ever seen this kind of flooding before?
Yes, this is known as Flash Flood Alley, where you get a lot of flash flooding events. The Guadalupe River has had significant flooding events like this before, including in 1987, where 10 children were killed on a bus as they were evacuating from flash flooding. So this isn't unknown to happen in the hill country of Texas. And anytime flash flood alerts are issued for this part of Texas, you need to take them seriously.
Chris Vagasky joining us from Wisconsin. Hey, Chris, it's good to see you. I appreciate you taking some time for us here at CTV.
Yep, thank you.